Scream 6 is upon us, and does it live up to the hype? We're gonna tell you. Why is your phone ringing?
I don't know. The sound is usually off. It's from New York.
Alright, answered it.
Hello?
Hello, Jenn. Dave.
What?
I'm so glad we have
Is
this
it-
moment to talk. Play a little catch
This
up.
is somebody playing a
I
game.
hear you like scary
Sick joke.
movies. What fun, so do I. I find them very educational. What do you say? Let's play a game.
Welcome to another episode of the Popcorn Confessional, and this is Dave from Nerdbox, and I'm accompanied by my wife Jen, also from Nerdbox. And on this episode, we are talking about Scream 6. So fire up that Jiffy Pop and meet us in the booth.
This is Brian O'Holler, and you're watching the Popcorn Confessional on the Nerdbox. Sounds like a porn site.
A year has passed, and we see the Core Four escaping to New York for a fresh start, attempting to put behind them the latest round of Woodsboro murders committed by Ghostface. However, they soon discover that their lives may never get back to normal, as they are now part of a franchise when the murders begin happening again, and the rules have changed.
Scream Month has ended on Nerdbox, but the content keeps on coming. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Don't forget, we do have some contests going on right now. When we hit 4,000 and 5,000 subscribers, we'll talk about that at the end. But Scream 6, what did you think?
So, you know, I'm probably like the rest of the people that did decide to see it without Sid. Like, listen, I'll give it a shot. You know, I'll go watch it without Sid, not expecting a whole lot without having her, even though she wasn't like a big part of part 5. You know, she still is Sid. But they did mention her, which was nice to put like that little nod in there for her. I thought that that was really good.
Honestly, you could not get away without mentioning her
No,
in
you
this
have
movie.
to.
So
Yeah.
I don't think that would be a spoiler. If you go in
No.
not expecting not to hear her name mentioned at all,
Yeah.
I think that's a little silly.
Yeah, it really is. I was hoping that I would, you know, at least hear her name, and I was happy that I did. But I gotta say, this Core Four, or that's what Chad calls them, it's pretty hilarious. But for the most part, I really like these characters. I didn't think that I would come to like them as much as I do. Sam's still my least favorite. She kind of annoys me sometimes, but I really like Chad and Mindy. I think that they're super funny, and I do like the way all of them play off of each other.
That's something a little bit different with this requel series compared to the original series, where I honestly like the Core 4 too. And you have the directors essentially acknowledging what a lot of fans have been talking about online for the last year, right? They feed into the little bit of theories that are out there, they kind of bring it into the screen. And the Core 4 is something that Scream fans have talked about forever.
Yeah.
And now it's officially inside the franchise.
Yeah. And yeah, they do. And you can see points where like they want to stick together, but then they also don't know if they should turn on each other. They don't know who they can trust at this point. I mean, let's be honest, who the hell can you trust in this franchise? Because we've all seen, you know, it's been like the girl next door, the cousin, the boyfriend. So you just never know.
The gore, as they've been promoting, is up. It's not over the top.
No.
Like I was like, oh man, it's more brutal. It is brutal. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more violent than we've seen in any of the Scream movies before.
Yeah.
The kills, some of the kills are a lot better than what we've seen before.
Yeah, so I think they were pretty creative with at least a couple of kills, maybe 2 or 3, that I was like, oh damn, like that. And I literally, my first reaction was, that was pretty friggin' awesome.
Yes, and there's something that I've been wanting in the Scream franchise for a few movies that made me throw my arms up in the air when I got it. So I was really happy with that. So the storytelling in this movie, pretty good, but here's where it gets to be a little bit on the downside. I think a little bit too predictable as you're going through. You kind of start to piece things together fairly easy.
Yeah.
Not as easy as Scream 5, but this time around it was a little bit disappointing So if you do happen to pick up
Yeah.
on clues, you're like, oh, is it going that way? It may just be going that way. And then the ending is a little bit of a kind of a letdown.
It is. And part of the reveal we guessed pretty early on, like almost immediately, honestly, like within like the first like probably 20-30 minutes of the movie.
That's not because we've been keeping up with the Scream
No,
news.
we don't.
Yeah, as we mentioned in a few of our last few news videos, when it came to Scream, we were pulling back because there was too much information that was coming out to the internet. That could possibly ruin your experience, and as much as we want to bring you content, I don't want to ruin my Scream experience. You don't want to read your Scream
No,
experience.
I love this franchise way too much to have it ruined before I go.
And we don't want to ruin it for anybody that watches the news videos, right? You want to go to the movie theater, experience it, have that atmosphere of sitting in the theater with other people so you can enjoy the film.
Yeah, definitely. And as far as the reveal itself, it was a little disappointing. It sucks. And I think it was really, shall I say, the acting in the reveal.
Yeah, some of that was pretty
was-
done poorly.
Yeah, it was kind of over the top and cheesy. Like, we've seen cheesy before, right? But I don't know, maybe they really got to get some better actors when they're with these films, because like when the reveal came with like Billy and Stu, you were like, oh shit, and it was good. But they seem to have gone downhill with the reveals, only because these killers are now just like way over the top. I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it without ruining anything. They're just over the top.
Yes. So if you're going to this movie, there are some things that we saw in the trailer that may not show up in the movie. The reason why I want to say that is because I don't want anybody to go in false expectations, and then when you watch the movie, it's like, what?
Yeah, there's a couple lines that are missing, which is typical. You'll get them in probably the unrated Blu-ray.
Well, I think what's going on here is the directors are teasing at certain aspects of the story for how they can expand the universe. So and it happens in the movie too. So there's these little nuggets of things that are possibly yet to come and keep you guessing and keep you talking and keep building up that anticipation of what can happen in the Scream universe. Now, I think if you go to the well too many times with that, eventually people are going to get tired and say, yeah, you know what? I'm tired of talking about this. Just give it to me or stop.
Exactly. Stop just like feeding like little like breadcrumbs and just give me the whole fucking loaf of bread. Or fans are going to get annoyed, and you know how that goes. And you know, when you have a group of people like horror fans, it goes a long way.
And in the Scream universe, when it comes to fans, Richie was right. There's a lot of toxic fandom out there.
Yes.
So if you keep teasing certain things, eventually people are going to get tired and say, that's it. Forget
I'm
it.
done, yeah, because I either want it or you need to just move on from it. But and you'll see, and they just keep teasing at certain things, and yeah, it's a little annoying.
I like the kills. I thought the suspense was very good in the movie. Again, a little bit too predictable, even though I was super excited the first time watching a Scream movie with the last one. It's like, yeah, I kind of figured it out early and I was right. This time around, it's like, oh, damn.
Yeah, it's not as exciting the second time when you can figure it out. It's, and it's not like I fully put it together, but I put pieces together. Like, I was like, oh, this person seems like, so yeah, they were a little predictable.
Yeah, a lot more character building with our core four and some of the other characters, which was nice. So we're getting a lot more depth to the characters. So as you know, Scream 7 was announced. So when we go into Scream 7, we'll be probably a little bit more attached to these characters. And let's see what happens to anybody that may have survived in this movie, in the next one. So what do you rate this one?
Well, I guess I would rate it. I'd go see it again because I already did.
That doesn't mean you have to rate it that way.
No, I would though.
Oh.
I would go see it again.
I'm on the fence with going to see it in the theater again, with just going with I would buy it, because coming out of 5, I was like, oh man, I gotta see it again. And then after I saw it again, I gotta see it again, which led us to seeing it 8 times.
In
Now,
the theater.
what could have possibly spoiled this for me not wanting to see it right away in the theater again, other than the 3D kind of mess with me a little bit, is that I was hyped for this movie like Spider-Man No Way Home and Terrifier 2. So my hype going into the movie may have kind of spoiled how I perceived the movie. So for me right now, and it may change in the future, I would definitely buy this one.
Well, I also think, we saw it back to back yesterday. So you didn't even have like a day break. Like to even think about it, let it stew.
Well, I let it stew, and that's why I'm on this radar.
But I'm saying in between, you didn't have any time.
Yeah, this is true.
We literally went and saw it with the girls, dropped them off at home, and we're back in the theater and seeing it again so that we could see it in regular 2D and, catch anything that we might need to.
That's right. Start the homework, because there's going to be Easter egg videos coming. There's going to be a video coming about were anything that we talked about right, and then we'll have a ranking video, whether it is based on characters or kills. Let us know, because we have not filmed that slot for the Pop 5 yet on Scream's follow-up. So let us know what you want to see in that. And don't forget, it is the quest for 5,000 subscribers, and you can help us get there by
liking, commenting, and sharing.
Yes, please share. Every video that gets 25 likes and 25 comments, you will win a prize. Now, there was no Scream posters in the Regal or Cinemark, but for the 25, 50, and 75, we will be sending out some Evil Dead Rise posters. Those are 11 by 17s. Once we hit 100 likes and comments on the video, we'll send out a full-size poster. We have Don't Breathe 2, we have Suicide Squad, we have
Beast.
We actually have a whole bunch that we'll send out. So help us get there, please. We thank you for watching our videos. We thank you for being subscribers on our channels, but help us grow. Be a part of something that you can say, I helped those guys get there. Now, at 4,000 subscribers, you will have a chance to win that Cinemark exclusive first edition Scream popcorn bucket. And at 5,000 subscribers, when we hit that, you will have a chance to win the box of Strawberries and Scream cereal signed by
Matthew Lillard, David Arquette,
and most likely Rose McGowan this weekend.
Yes.
Unless she cancels. Unless there's a massive snowstorm that shuts down Monster Mania.
Well, she should already be at the convention. Normally they are. I mean, I know sometimes they show up on Friday, which is kind of an issue.
Yes. So, once again, you can help us get there, and that's by dropping your like, dropping your comment. It's free. In fact, it's not free for some of you because you'll get stuff. So we're actually giving you things to watch the videos.
Yeah.
And we'll be announcing another contest on our Facebook page. That's in the description. And we're just waiting on the Scream Cinemark cups to come in, and we'll be giving that away with the Facebook page.